Should I get a home equity line of credit? I'm guessing most of you know what a home equity line of credit is, but if you don't know what it is, basically let's say you have a home and let's say you put 50% down on your home and then you finance the other 50%. So let's say the value of the home is $200,000. So you go out, you buy this house, and you have $100,000 cash, and the home you're purchasing is $200,000. So you give the $100,000 in cash to the title company at closing. They then buy down your equity to $100,000 remaining, which you will get a loan for that $100,000 from a bank. So the bank has financing in a first lien position of $100,000, and you have an equity position of $100,000. Well, let's say something comes up. Let's say, hey, I want to buy a cabin. So you want to buy a cabin. You need $50,000 to put down on the cabin. Well, you have $100,000 in equity in your home. Why don't you grab that $50,000 using a home equity line of credit? Now, why would you use a home equity line of credit? Well, there's tax benefits for using a home equity line of credit. Again, I can't advise you guys on any tax circumstances. You would definitely want to reach out to your tax advisor in regards to that. But you can get, you can write off the interest on a home equity line of credit. So that might be one reason. Why would you use a home equity line of credit? Because you want to have a mortgage payment that's going to be less on the cabin that you're going to be buying. So using that $50,000 will actually reduce your payment on your cabin, and you might even have a lesser interest rate on your home equity line of credit than you would getting a loan for a second home. So maybe it's because you want to get a lower interest rate using the home equity line of credit instead of the interest rate that you're going to get or that you're getting quoted for the financing on your quote-unquote second home or your cabin. So those are a couple different reasons why you use a home equity line of credit. What do you have to think about when using a home equity line of credit? Well, sure, you can go out and there's going to be a bunch of fees that go into getting that home equity line of credit. So you have to really think to yourself, am I going to use this? Because if you open up a home equity line of credit, and you shut it down right away because you decide, oh, I'm not going to use it, you might have to pay a penalty. You don't want to do that because you're already paying fees up front, and then if you pay a penalty because you're not going to use it in the short term, you're just losing money. So you got to really know, again, what's your strategy? That's when you reach out to your agent and you say, hey, here's my situation, what do you think? A real good agent can give you really good advice and make you think about things that you might not have thought of because you're not doing this every day. So maybe they throw a couple different angles at you and you're like, oh, okay. And now that changes your mind. So a home equity line of credit is a really great tool, but it can cost you money and it's really not worth it if you don't use it. So if you guys have any other questions about home equity line of credits or anything else, hit me up at the Ask Murph Show, #AskMurph, and I'd love to hit you guys up with the answers.